The Raven, by Edgar Allan. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. Ah, distantly I remember, it was the bleak December, and each separate dying ember rough its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow. Vainly I had sought to borrow from my books sources for sorrow, sorrow for the lost Leonore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Leonore, nameless here and forevermore. And the silken sad, uncertain rusting of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor, entertaining entrance at the chamber door. Some late visitor, entertaining entrance at my chamber door. This is it, and nothing more." Presently, my soul grew stronger. Hesitantly, then no longer. "Sir," I said, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you became rapping, and so faintly you came tapping, tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened the white door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into dark, peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness hath no token. And the only word they spoken was the whispered word, "Leonore?" This whisper and echoed murmured back the word, "Leonore." Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul with me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," I said, "surely that is something at my window lies. Let me see, then, what thread is, and mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more." Open here, I flung the shutter, when, with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stealthy raven of the stately days of yore. Not the least ovation made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but when main lord or lady perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. This ebony bird beguiled my sad fancy into smiling, by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore. "Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou," I said, "art sure no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." Much I marveled this ungainly force, to hear discourse so plainly, though this answer little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever was blessed with seeing a birth above his chamber door. Bird or beast upon the sculptured bust above his chamber door, with such name as nevermore. But the raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoken only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did obture. Nothing further than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely no more than muttered, other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. Then the bird said, nevermore. Startled at the stillness broken by reply so aptly spoken, doubtless, I said, what it utters is its only stock and store, caught from one happy master whose merciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his sons one burden bore, till the diggers of his hope that melancholy brother bore, of never, nevermore. But the raven, still belingering all my fancy into smiling, straight I willed a cushioned seat in front of bird, bust, and door. Then, upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking, fancy unto fancy, thinking, what is obnoxious bird of yore? What is green, ungainly ghastly, gowned, obnoxious burst of yore? Meant in croaking, nevermore. This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing, to the full foes of fearling eyes, now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining, on the cushioned velvet lining, that the lamping glowed o'er, but whose velvet violent leaning, with the lamping gloating o'er, she shall press, nevermore. Then, methought the air grew denser, perfumed of an unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfall tinkled on the tufted floor. Wretch, I cried, thy God had lent thee. By the angels he sat then thee. Respite and nepenthe from the memories of Lenore. Quaff, O quaff, this kind nepenthe of the forget this lost Leonore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, I said, thing of evil, prophet still, avert or devil, whether 10% or whether tempest tossed, thee he assured. Desolate yet, all undown, on this desert land enchanted, on this home of horror haunted, tell me truly, I implore, is there balming Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, I said, I think of evil, prophet still, a bird or devil. By the heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, tell this soul with sorrow laden, if within the distance a dean, it shall clasp a sainted maiden, whom the angels named Lenore. Clasp a rare radiant maiden, whom the angels named Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Be that word our sign is painting, bird or fleet or fiend, I shrink abstaining. Get thee back into the tempest and the night's plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as token, as if lie thy should have spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken, quit the post above my door. Take thy break from my heart, and take thy from my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. And the raven, never flirting, as still sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the scene of a demon that is dreaming, and the lamping o'er streaming throws his shadow on the floor. And my soul, from out the shadow that lies floating on the floor, shall be lifted nevermore. Thank you.